Holy shit, all the comments just popped up at once. What's going on, y'all? I don't really plan on being live for too long. But I had some time left before my StreamYard time renews tomorrow, so figure, fuck it, I may as well use it up. I got it, right? I just want to talk about some updates, but we'll give people a chance to jump in here. You know, start reading off some names here. Constantine, you were first. Hey. Moments Live, Matt, Jenny T, White Claw, 502, Homelander, Rob, salute to you, man. Let's see here. I wrote some stuff down, but like I know I forgot some shit while I was writing things down. So, hey Edward, hey, Maris, hey, what's up, APP? All right. First, I want to give a shout out to Tago Media, TAGOW Media. He's on YouTube and Instagram. This dude is hilarious when it comes to scam baiting calls, and he's relentless, man. He just keeps calling back and gets them all pissed off at him. He's funny. What's up, Sabby? Sorry. Apologize if I mispronounced that. Static. So yeah, Tago Media or Tago Media. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but TAGOW Media on YouTube and on Instagram. Dude does some of the funniest scam baiting calls I've ever heard. And I know I've said it about 1,000 times, but I really want to get away from, at least, like, because of who I am and what I do, I'm never going to be able to get away from it. But like, I would like to do less of the drama shit on this channel. I've been talking to somebody. You guys like true crime type stuff and 911 calls. You'll like having her on. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen yet. And let's see here. About the Miranda thing, people have reached out to me wanting to come on and say things, and I mean, I get it. I completely get it. But at this point, I think that I would be exploiting somebody or taking advantage of somebody that obviously has some emotional issues, and I really don't want to do that. What else is there? Oh, about the kitties. Somebody from the community is going to take at least one of them. She wants the gray one, the one that looks like a raccoon. So I'll be getting to meet her, which is really cool. And I know I forgot about stuff when I was writing this down, but that's okay. Hey, what's up, JFK? Oh, Jenny T, is that Tago's link? Good. The dude's scam baiting calls are hilarious. JFK, I was just shouting out Tago Media on YouTube and Instagram. Dude's hilarious with the scam baiting calls, and really don't want to keep doing the drama shit, though I know I'm gonna have to as things come up, because it's our common ground. So I get it. But working with somebody to have her on, she's actually been on before, but she used to be a 911 dispatcher. She's got some stories. We're going to try to keep funny ones, but it's totally up to her what she wants to talk about. Oh, and Bad Guy is going live later on too, which is part of the reason I'm not going to be on for a real long time. Let me throw this link out here again in case somebody wants to come on. But speaking of that, well, oh, found a home for at least uh, one of the kitties from somebody here in the community. So I'll be getting to meet her. That's pretty cool. Trying to get her to take all of them. Hey, what's up, Terrence? Hey, Lynn and God's Angels. Section 15. Hey, Section 15. You can drop your. Actually, I can't remember if I've got you modded, and I can't tell on StreamYards, but Section 15 has a guitar channel too that he just started. I was listening to that. I like his style. I really like the stuff that he plays. So, like I said, I can't tell if I've got you modded or not, Section 15. If I don't, I'll get you there. But if you are modded, you can go ahead and drop your link. All right. If Terrence, is that his? I see on StreamYard you can't really tell. But yeah, I was checking his stuff out, and I like his style. It's kind of bluesy, metally, which is really when I freestyle, that's the kind of stuff that I kind of like to play. So, and back in the day when I could actually play worth a damn, like when we did our own songs, a lot of it, like our own songs, a lot of people said that we sounded like a cross between Danzig and Slipknot and whoever else. But hey, all right, cool. Yeah, Terrence uh, dropped Section 15's music link. That's awesome. But that's I'm sorry, JFK, but like she's gonna come and get it. If you could have come and got it, I would have let you have it. You know you're my favorite in here, right? Oh shit! Now I'm gonna get hateful DMs because I said somebody was my favorite. So will you though, JFK. Hey, what's up, Russell's mom? I'm having a good day. I tell you, speaking of love and hate, sometimes I mean, for as bad and toxic as this community is, and I can definitely be a part of that. The support I get, like especially in DMs and stuff, is unreal. Like the night they had my trial, I only watched whatever part Ed was showing, but afterwards, I can't remember, it was like 11 or 13 people messaged me, and I kind of put off looking at it because I thought it was all going to be hate, and because some of it was people that I'd never talked to before, but like none of it was. I got no hate in any of those messages, so that made me feel really good, and I appreciate you guys that did that. Oh, Gabe, or I'm sorry, Gay Bathhouse. Yeah, I mean, great grandpa is where I get my sex, but JFK is my actual favorite. I'm trying to think what else I was supposed to talk about. Double check my notes, make sure I didn't leave anything out. Oh yeah, one more update is if you notice, there's been a personnel change with the mods. I went Went to an old stream and modded up a few people. I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes when I'm live trying to mod people, it just won't let me do it. I have no idea why. Like I can click on the names all day long and it just won't let me. And there were what 2 or 3 people that I had to take their wrenches because here's one of the deals. If you're a mod of mine, if you ban somebody just because you have a personal issue with them from somewhere else, I'm not cool with that. And I think I've said that a few times. If they're getting out of line, by all means, you can fucking get rid of them. But if it's just because you have a personal issue with them, outside of this chat, just don't do it. You want me to take a lie detector? I've taken lie detector tests to get jobs and stuff. Thing is, though, I'm a sociopath, so I can pass it no matter what. Wrestler's mom, I think so. I think I did get a few more during that stream. I'm not sure how many I had before that, but I'm over 300 now, which surprises the hell out of me. Like when Locksmith shouted me out, all I wanted was 50 to be able to go live in case we needed this channel for something else. And I got it really quick, but once it passed 70, I was blown away. I'm like, man, I can't even believe that. And then it crossed 100, and I couldn't believe my eyes. And yeah, it's over. I would like to have 5 so I could use the community tab, but I really don't care about growing a channel. I'm not really interested in that. If I was, I would keep having Miranda on because that freaking draws people like flies. Yeah, but I'm just not willing to. I feel like now if I keep having Miranda on, I'm just exploiting somebody that has obviously some emotional issues. So I'm not going to keep entertaining that. So yeah, if I took your wrench and you have a problem with it, or you just want to talk about it, by all means, you can DM me and we'll talk about it. I'll hear you out. If I missed something that somebody said, then I apologize and I'll give you your wrench right back. Bourbon issues. Yeah, but Gabe Bathhouse, you're a masochist. You enjoy being, yeah, you like this shit and you know it. You like the abuse. What's up, Julie Jade? I mean, yeah, it's funny. Trolls are fine in here. My biggest thing is absolutely no doxing. I don't care who it is. Um, um, it kind of depends on my guest level of how much they want to put up with, and we talk about that beforehand. If you disrespect my guest, then you're going to be gone at least for a little while. I mean, some guests have more of a tolerance for that kind of thing than others, and I usually talk about it with them ahead of time. You know, if it's a planned thing, obviously somebody just jumps on, and I can't do anything about that. But oh well, if you bad guy only needs 4 more to be at 200. If you guys aren't all sub to bad guy, by all means, go sub to him. All right, last chance for the link to come on, and then I'm going to shut this puppy down. Hey, Bobby Joe. Canadian royalty, PHI. Man, if I forgot anybody or I say your name twice, I'm sorry. I'm just stupid. Hold on. I think I missed. I think I missed something here. What happens when you talk to? Yeah, dude, just come up and ask your question. That's fine. Hey, Cat Eyes. What's up, Barb? Well, I threw the wrong link. Well, huh. I don't know how that would have happened. What the heck? It threw another YouTube link. How the fuck is that happening? I just took it straight from StreamYards. Guest, invite a guest, copy to clipboard, copy. I wonder if that wasn't the problem the other day. I don't know. Post comment, StreamYard. There we go. I don't know why that happened. I took it straight from the StreamYard link. No, I don't have Nightbot. All right, good. Sorry about that. I hope I wasn't doing that the whole time. Ladies and gentlemen, Gay Bathhouse.
Get your loot ready. How you doing?
I'm all right. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me up. Somebody asked in the chat, my homeboy JFK, if Tommy had a live since the panel last night. He did. He had one this morning. And to his credit, it was no mention of it. Said he's not going to mention it. So we'll see how long that lasts. But I think it's because you and everybody else, Alex and everybody, did a very thorough job, just picking apart that thing, that polygraph.
Yeah, the names weren't even the right names. So,
My question that I'd like to not debate but get opinion on and discuss is: do you think my theory? So, how do you? How do I phrase it? Sorry, I've been day drinking.
it's all right.
Was the polygraph administrator in on it? And by that, do I mean A, is he a friend or supporter and said, I'll do one for you for free? Or B, a crooked one say, hey, give me $200, I'll write whatever you want and give it to you? Or C, an innocent victim?
I kind of doubt that. I kind of doubt that it ever happened at all because the documents that Tommy showed, one, he just kind of showed them really quickly. And if you were adamant about getting that out there, you'd put them someplace where people would look at them better. But they just, the names were wrong. They were formatted all fucked up.
So then I think in that case, how did this guy get involved and why?
I don't know. I don't know that he is, to be honest with you.
I think he is.
Here's the thing. Like these polygraph examiners, if his credentials, and I personally didn't look too deep into him yet.
Yeah,
I probably should, but If his credentials are all people are saying that they are, he wouldn't want any part of that because it only takes one scandal like this, and he would know that Tommy is pretty well known, and it would have
Correct.
the lid popped off of it, and it would get out there, and
So
that one thing can ruin a guy's career. So I don't think he's going to ruin his career over $600 or $200 or whatever.
I think he's, first of all, I heard Alex mention that he called the guy yesterday prior to your stream. And
Mm-hmm.
the guy said he couldn't provide any information, but knew of it and obviously knew Tomasello. So obviously there's a connection. To your point, why would you throw down 20 something years of experience for to prove the point of somebody who is, online spouting things? So my guess, if I had to guess, because looking into this guy's credentials, he does a lot of work with the state of Colorado, a lot of work with victims of child abuse and domestic assault and things like that. He's somebody that the court recommends that you hire. He doesn't necessarily work directly for the court, but they'll give you a list of people, that sort of thing. And so,
Mm-hmm.
if I had to guess, I'm guessing he's probably a supporter who wrote to Tha and said, "I'll do this for free," or "Hey, I got an old one if you want to see what it looks like," or something along those lines. That's my educated guess.
Well, I mean that's fair. It we, could be could be that. I really don't know, but um, like I said, why would he risk his career
I
throwing away
don't
20
think he
years plus whatever
understood.
money?
Yeah, I don't think he understood maybe the intent of it.
There, I can't remember the guy's name. I'll have to look it up and put it out there. And somebody remind me because I tend to forget shit like that. But
Glenn Knipshear.
no, what I was going to say is there was a guy who he was a polygraph examiner, and he got together a bunch of other polygraph examiners, and they created a an organization where they all said that polygraphs are more or less bullshit. They don't really tell if you're lying or
Well,
not.
they are. Yeah, they
And
are.
he went to prison because he was teaching mob guys how to pass a polygraph,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
can't remember his name. But
I mean, there's a reason why they're inadmissible in court. Um, they're highly, yeah. Well, not only are you able to manipulate them if you know the tactics, but also the person administering them doesn't necessarily have to be licensed, registered, anything like that. So it's a double-edged sword where both things could be uh, deceitful.
well, like with anything else, you got to follow the money. There's only a
Right,
handful of companies that make polygraph tests, and coincidentally enough, those are the companies that come up with every year they put out like new software and
right.
new machines. And every year they're like, oh, this is more accurate than our last one, but they already say they're 99.6%
Right,
accurate or whatever. You know what I mean?
right.
And so they got
I
to
get it.
keep that going in order to keep making money. I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
obviously the it's known that these things aren't really worth all that much. I mean, I should reword that. These things aren't really what they say they are because if they were, they would be admissible to court.
well, it's like a notary. I've seen in court many times, or arguments where people go, "Oh, I have a notarized document." That just means that somebody watched you sign the document. That doesn't give any
Right.
heft or
Right.
weight to the document itself.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
But
a notary, so I could notarize my own paperwork when I was a bondsman. I mean, tell me what
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
bullshit is
So
it? You
you
can notarize your own
understand.
paperwork, you know?
Right, right. But people put this heft to, "Oh, I got a notarized statement." Well, that doesn't really mean much other than it was you who signed it or he who signed it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all that notary is.
JFK 63. Don't they ask you your name for the first question on all polygraphs? Typically, yeah, they'll ask you some questions to establish kind of a baseline, see
Yeah.
what your deceitful actions are, what you aren't, that sort of thing.
Yeah. They have to establish the baseline, like you have said, they have what are called control questions, where it's
Right.
all your name and things that they already know.
Favorite
They'll
color,
say,
that sort of thing.
yeah, do you live in Los Angeles? I mean, you could be lying about your favorite color, but they'll say, do you live in Los Angeles? If they know you live in Los Angeles, that way they get a baseline.
Yeah. So
Um,
they actually asked Tommy more than two questions. Tommy
Oh yeah.
Tommy had him include, or whoever typed that up, include 2 questions.
Hmm. Yeah, they have to. They have to have the baseline for their bullshit test.
Bill, Tommy said Michael was arrested. Can we fact check he was arrested? I don't know.
I knew that uh, when before I can comment when did he get arrested? Because if you're talking about an old arrest, I can talk about it. If you're talking about something that what happened in the last couple of days, then like I know some things that I can't talk about yet.
I would assume the latter.
I knew that he was going to something was going to happen, but that's really all I can say.
Well, if Tommy spouted it out in the live, then who knows? But I haven't seen that, although I don't know who Michael is.
Yeah, Michael was
uh,
Celeste.
the guy
Husband.
that Tommy called the other day for damage control, but ended up doing more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one?
Yeah, that's Celeste's
Nice.
husband or
All right.
ex-husband, whatever.
Well, I don't know nothing about that, so I'm not going to comment on it. I don't know any of those individuals involved. The other thing with the polygraph is the misspelling of Sherry. That's a big one. There's no last name on there, and it's repeatedly misspelled.
Yeah, and they spelled Sherry's name wrong too, which
Yeah.
the other person's name, yeah, whatever. But when they spell,
The
yeah,
person that
there's
hires you.
something. Yeah, yeah. How's he gonna? Yeah,
In that. Yeah. Wonder. Yeah, I don't know. Well, on to the next one. We'll see what else happens. What the next damage control is, and then how y'all are going to pick it apart.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of unanswered questions that I don't know the answers to. So
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, a lot of us don't. And, anytime somebody decides to share their life with us, or portions of it on vlogs and that sort of thing, you're only seeing a snapshot of that, what they want you to see. So, you don't know what's going on the rest of the time.
yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, see, I don't watch Tommy, so the only time I see
Yeah,
anything about Tommy is when somebody sends me clips or whatever.
sure.
So
JFK,
I
he
didn't.
didn't mention anything about it today. He surprisingly, to his credit, was very behaved himself. Said, "I'm not going to talk about it." But when he says that, he typically very next sentence talks about it nonstop. He didn't do that. He said, "I'm not going to talk about it. I'm over it. I'm done." So he's just going to brush it like it never happened, like his supporters are right now. So I don't know why. Yeah, but I just don't understand. If you're going to fake something like that, why broadcast it out to everybody to pick it apart?
Exactly.
You know, do
Especially
yeah.
when you know people are going to do it, either that
Well,
or do a better
people are
job
looking for.
of yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
it's like when Trump would say stuff like, "Oh, we found Obama's birth certificate." Right? You can't verify that he did or didn't, but he didn't show anything. So you can't say, "Oh, you showed us a fake one." That's how you do it. You say, "I took a polygraph test. I passed it. I flying colors for," and then you don't show something.
well, I mean, here's something else: is like if Tommy really took a polygraph, you know damn well he would have like had a camera on him at least going, even if they didn't wouldn't let him have it on during the test.
Yeah.
Like he would have
Well,
fucking live streamed
what's
him going
funny?
to have it done. You know?
In the live the day before, he kept hinting, saying, "I got something big tomorrow. I got something big tomorrow. It's going to blow everything wide open. There's going to be a lot of repercussions." And he made it seem like, and I believe he even said at one point, though I'm not sure, that he was visiting a lawyer. And he was talking about retainer and how much he paid the guy. And it ended up being this. So And I think he just assumes people forget what he said the day before.
Right.
He did read it live, and he even mentioned the Finnegan thing live when he read it.
Well, that's the thing, and nothing against you personally if you're a Tommy supporter. That's fine, but um, it blows my mind how these people don't see how often he lies, even when like he contradicts himself in the same paragraph.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it blows my mind.
Yeah. But people look past it, and you're welcome to. That's the beauty of America. But it's. I'm just shocked that people aren't more in tune to that. You
Yeah,
know,
that's why I stopped watching him a long
like
time
I
ago.
remember a couple months ago, he's like, "We're gonna save up for the RV. We're gonna live like we're poor. We're not gonna spend any more money." And the very next day, has a brand new Kia. Very next day,
Hmm.
I'm like, "What happened to living like you're poor?"
Yeah, it's like it's stuff like that constantly. You know.
Right. Right. Because they don't want to believe he is so fake. That could be it, and they're welcome to that. It's like people don't want to see that Bill Cosby's this big predator. They know him as America's dad, and that people can see him that way. So I guess that's part of it.
Well, and part of it, the human condition is like something that you have invested so much time and money in, and
Right.
you find out it's not what you thought, and what you've even though you were honest and genuine in your feelings, and you backed it up constantly. It's hard to
Yeah,
admit
and
that
I understand that.
it's like the Great Pyramids in Egypt. I mean,
Right.
we know that those things are more than 5,000 years old, but mainstream archaeology won't come off of what they've been saying for years, even though they got to know it's wrong because
Right.
they've written books about it. They've made money on it. Their whole life
Right.
is invested.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's the same
I hear
thing.
you. And then to your point, people often just kind of double down in their beliefs, which is kind of partially why I think we're at this point in America instead of vitriol.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree.
So, oh, what are the hearts in the chat for, guys?
Oh shit. I hope everybody's okay.
Are you guys? Oh, maybe somebody got hurt smashing the like button.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of
Oh,
doubtful on my string, but
he brought Rochelle to the polygraph. I didn't hear him say that. That's well, I mean that makes sense. So, somebody had to pay for it.
yeah, I've
Right,
been paying attention to you
that's the
talking
thing.
and not reading chat. So
That's the thing, JFK. JFK said we can't all be wrong about Tommy. That's where there's smoke, there's fire, right? You just think one day all these people made a conscious effort to you know bring this guy down. That's not the case. Mindy B, they made Rochelle leave the building. He was not allowed to live stream. That may be the case, but I doubt it because he would have driven us right up to the building in the parking lot. And I just don't buy that.
yeah, that's
Um,
what I was saying. They probably wouldn't have let him live stream the test
but also,
itself.
I don't think this guy has a building because the polygraph that he showed said at this Knipscher and Associates office in Boulder, everything I found is like a PO box. I don't even think he might have a WeWork somewhere, but
Well, the test took place somewhere. I mean, you got to be there in person for those. So,
right, right, right. No, I
but
know.
even if it was in a phone booth, you know damn well Tommy would have um, live streamed him going to it or whatever.
Oh yeah, 100%. This guy, Tommy, got this guy through a lawyer. Well, then I'd ask for my money back from both the lawyer and this guy because this guy appears to not be able to do standard documentation. First of all, and then second of all, if that is true and this guy is crooked, then what does that say about the lawyer? I'm not saying this guy is. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we're not privy to details that aren't shared, so we can understand that. So that doesn't happen. He said a lawyer's office, and he would have videoed it for sure. Yeah, yeah, he didn't say nah when the official comes. Somebody's saying when the official paperwork comes in the mail and it's complete, then what? You mean like his official 501c3 paper that he showed us that said, "See, look at this, in good standing." He's just going to say it's something that it's not.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I
He's
know
just
when I
trying to
got
gaslight.
when my boss got my polygraph results, I they sent them to them, not me, because they paid for it.
Well, and also,
And I don't know if it came certified mail or not,
no,
but
I know what
like
you mean.
it was, I think, like 12 pages.
Here's the other
And it
thing that I don't think a lot of people pointed out on the panel the other night. I did hear somebody mention it, but this polygrapher, I think that's what they call him, sent it as a Word document, right? That means you could edit every single piece of it. So what's to say he doesn't print it out, edit it, mail it to himself, and say, "Hey, look what came in the mail." That's
yeah,
why you always send those official correspondences either in PDF form. So it's not impossible to edit that. You need pro software, but it's unlikely. Or you send it on DocuSign, something like you never send something like that as an editable file because literally you could write if I had a contract with Jeff Bezos for $5,000 to do something and he sends us a Word document, I could change that to $500,000. Like you just don't do that. So even when the official one comes in the mail and has everything correct, which I doubt it will, who's to say he didn't have Cooley print it off and send it to him and say it's from it, you know?
yeah, it's just the way it's formatted and the way the names are not, the way they use the wrong names or spell the names wrong. There's just something not right about just that part
Something's
of it.
off about it.
That's what I'm stuck on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Obviously, if you call somebody Finnegan a couple times instead of Fellows, that's a major red flag. So, I don't know. We'll see. He's welcome to prove us wrong. He can show the check that he wrote the guy or the bank statement he paid the guy.
Right.
Stuff
Yeah.
that is difficult to reproduce and fake. But, yeah.
Yeah, guys. Just so you know, the polygraph guy was me with a voice changer the whole time.
Oh god damn. But you didn't even speak. It was all done through email.
See how good I am?
Damn. Oh. You know what you should have asked is if great grandma was alive. Somebody would have been able to get to the bottom of that through a lie detector. So what are you going to do for content when he does prove you wrong? We're going to move on to the next slide. We're going to acknowledge that he was right and move on. But unless and until that happens, and he's not going to, how many times has he? A couple times. I remember there were a lot of people, and I might have been one of them, who said Rochelle was fake or Rochelle was a love scam or something like that, you know? And she ended up being real. And, you know, people stopped with that sentiment. But then the 501c3, did you speak last time you talked about this on Mark Smith and said the same thing? Just give it a break for now. Do you sleep? You're in every stream that mentions any iota of CPP. I'm just giving the people what they want. Exactly,
Right.
Gabe. I think he was trying to edit it last night when he went live and pulled it up on his, trying to show more proof. But as reading it, he was messing up himself due to the document still. I don't know. Well, we can move on. Well, Cat Eyes doesn't want me talking about it. Should we move on to another
Yeah, dude,
topic?
you're getting hard to understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tend to mumble.
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
I tend
Okay.
to
Yeah, that's
mumble.
better.
Sorry, I
Yep.
was.
That was it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Cat Eyes doesn't.
my voice changer does the same thing.
Cat Eyes doesn't want me talking about it no more, so I won't. Let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, we can move on to a different subject. It's already been
What
covered.
happened now? Yeah, that's another subject that's already been covered. What happened to the whole Captain moving in thing? I saw that narrative that him and his wife and kid were moving in, but then all of a sudden they weren't. What happened? I didn't see any of that.
I don't know anything about any of that. Like I said, I don't watch Tommy, so I
Oh
know
yeah,
nothing about that.
oh yeah. Bill's ball gag bag, which I happen to know a thing or two about at the Ath House. He said even a fax machine needs room on top and bottom of the pages, and it's number 2. Yeah, I'll move on. Yeah, you're welcome, Cat House. Cat House, what would you like us to talk about? Give us a topic.
Sure, Cat Eyes, you can even come on up here if you want to.
Yeah.
I think I like your accent, Cat Eyes. Oh yeah, that's right, Cat Eyes. I want you to come up here and roast me.
We're both chill. We're not going to attack you.
Oh man, it's not letting me
Captain
come
was
up.
going to move in. They lost it for that. Oh, okay. That's good then. I'm glad they found a place.
And again, it's fine that people come up here and bring things up, but I want to say again that like I don't want my channel as a
Yeah.
whole to be a Tommy hating channel. I mean, no, you're fine, dude. It's not a problem. Um, I'm just saying that I don't want my channel to be consumed with that. We already have a channel for that, so I
Yeah,
think we're
that's
good.
true. Yeah. All right.
And anybody that's new joining us, we got something tentatively planned. I don't know when it's going to happen yet, but we're going to have somebody on who's actually been on before. But we're going to talk about her past some 911 calls and stuff. She used to be a
Nice.
dispatcher.
That's cool.
We're going to try to keep it with funny ones.
Okay, that's good. I like that. Those are a little dense sometimes. I was reading in the newspaper that they have they're having trouble just like police, but hiring dispatchers for multiple reasons. One, the intense training they have to go to. 2, the intense subject matter. 3, they can't do that job remote and the shit. So it's interesting.
Well, another thing is like people are such pussies now. They just can't handle anything that remotely hurts their feelings.
Cat Eyes says you really don't want me up there, and I don't feel good today, so I won't be going up there. Thank you, Bill. No problem. All right. Cat Eyes, I have no issue with you. We're having.
I got no issue with you either, Cat Eyes.
Yeah, but if you're not feeling well, that's all right. So why do some of you obsessively watch or record everything he does, pretend he doesn't exist? Ta-da. I think that's a comment as to why the channels and stuff exist. We didn't say we weren't watching him. We just said we prefer, or Bill said he'd prefer his channel not be dedicated to that, which it's not. We have one dedicated to that, and,
Yeah, and I support what Edward does 100%. I just don't want to I don't want that to be my thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't really have a thing, but I don't want it to be that.
I hear you.
At some point, I'm gonna try to borrow a phone from somebody and try to do some live scam baiting calls. I haven't posted any of those in a while, but I got to use somebody else's phone to do that. Okay, we'll redo the updates. First thing is everybody go sub to Tagow Media, TAGOW. He's on YouTube and Instagram. His scam baiting calls are fucking hilarious, and he's relentless on these people. And I just mentioned the live stream that I'm planning that has any to do with anything but any of the drama bullshit that I'm trying to get away from. Oh, let's see what else here. Oh, I don't want to I really don't want to do any more Miranda stuff because at this point I would feel like I'm just exploiting her.
Yep. I don't blame you. I
Or
feel bad.
you know,
Listen, I didn't listen to those. It just looked like
yeah,
it was. There's some
I
other
don't.
things going on that we should
Yeah, yeah.
respect.
I've had people sending me things, and I just don't want to. I mean, she obviously has some emotional issues, and I
Yeah.
don't want to keep. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't feel right about
Yeah. No, I hear you.
keeping on with her. So,
Bill, you should do some prank phone calls. Somebody said that's a good idea, Terrence.
well, that's pretty much how I do the scam baiting things. When I
But
call
those are
them,
typically. Oh, you call them. I was going to ask, are those inbound calls?
well, the ones that I put up that are pre-recorded, most of those were inbound. But like when I've gone live on like Instagram with somebody else's phone, those are me calling them because if you sit there and wait for them to call you while you're live, you might be waiting for, hours. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Yeah, true. This is time for like.
oh gosh, let's see here. Oh yeah, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, go get you some of the All Girls collab. That should be interesting. But unless nobody else wants to go up, I'm going to shut this down because bad guy wants to go live, and I don't want to take away from
Oh,
him. This is
okay.
just supposed to be about updates. So
Yeah. Yeah.
actually,
No
I'm going to
worries.
go ahead and close it out so he can
Thanks for
he
having
can
me up.
start his. Hey, no problem, man. You're welcome anytime. All right, I appreciate y'all for showing up, and I don't know when we'll be doing this again. Probably just whenever the hell I feel like it, or somebody requested it. If you guys just want a place to chat or whatever. If nobody else is live, I try not to go live when anybody else is. But all right, I appreciate y'all for coming. And Gabby girl, yeah, I gotta talk about that. Did I update everyone on my new ball gag? Yes, I got it in the mail today, and it is fabulous. It adjusts in places that I didn't know you could adjust those things. I'm really impressed. And thank you to Gabby because she's going to take all of the kittens. Okay, bad guy says he's going to be another 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. Appreciate you all for coming, and special thanks to Gabby for taking all of my kittens. Uh, Looking forward to meeting her in person. That's going to be awesome. All right. Appreciate y'all showing up. And as usual, come on, say it with me. Jenny T already started. Stay naked.